Right.
You know, they can't brand their offices. They can't even post about their wins or their successes because, you know, too successful in a certain place means that you become a target.
Sure.
But also, you know, crime has become such a big problem in some of these communities that even the person who's selling onions on the side of the road has to pay a protection fee. Success now has become a problem. Being successful is now his big problem. Now we're saying you can actually grow. Now he's gone from 25,000 rand a month to 150. And now there's more business, but he's turning it away because he can't look successful because of the issues that it's going to pose on his life. So it's important. So you don't ask this question, but it's important that I put this message across to anyone who's going to read this. There are two layers. There's a layer of research that will tell you that the biggest challenge that entrepreneurs are faced with is market access, which is true. Because all of us want to access markets so that we make more money. Better markets means we grow, we employ more people. But there's a layer of the economy where the person only wants to make so much and cap it there because if I make anything more, then there's an element of crime which I can't work myself against and above. But to go back to those businesses, I mean, there's a guy who sells glass sheeting, supplies quite a number of glass places in urban areas and makes, on his lowest day, makes 70,000 rand a day. Works from Emmy Kukwini that he built up, zinc container, Emmy Kukwini. So meaning that he's surrounded by Emmy Kuku. So he's built up the space and that's all he does. So when you walk there, there's nothing paved, it's gravel, even inside, it doesn't look good. And I think for me, that's a disruptive mindset that says, explore, don't write off what you have not explored. What I mean by that, don't think that money is in sense in if you have not explored the communities that you come from. If you've explored the communities that you come from and you have now relegated to say, my market is not here, then perfect, go to where your market is. Is it in China? Is it in New York? Is it overseas? Or where is it? But to undermine and to relegate that market and to go into other markets, you know, then you lose money because when you sort of look at the trail and the train of where a lot of big businesses, especially in retail, are going, they're in the townships.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's a multi-billion rand economy, but it's a multi-billion rand economy that operates above the heads of the people that transact within that space. So which is why I've often said to people, don't undermine the 10 rand that you have. Because the 10 rand that you have is power, it's buying power. But we are waiting to get 1,000 rand in order for us to dictate where that money goes. So being deliberate with that money is what then actually changes, you know, the economic play of the country. Because if I'm deliberate in saying, if I live in a township called Hospital View, and there are other nationalities that are selling, and there are other nationalities that are running tuck shops, and they're selling, but they're the closest to my house. But Witness is close to 1 kilometer away from me. I'm going to walk to Witness's place and buy from him. Why? Because if he's successful, then that is the blueprint of success. So what we have created as the blueprint of success is Bernard Arnault, you know, LVMH, is, you know, Donald Trump and Elon Musk and the sort. But the reality is those journeys are totally different. Number one. But number two, the economic impact of me being able to empower a Mr. Mdaga is catastrophic because if he becomes a billionaire, guess where he's spending the money? He's spending in his local economy. He's employing locally. We are able to then create the type of jobs that we're looking for. But most importantly, it says to a young black kid like Bulelani growing up at Tembisa, actually, if Mr. Mdaga has hit 1 billion out of a naturalized business, I can hit 1 billion. So that's where the disparity then now comes in being able to build actual models.
You know what I love about that? We can give him a round of applause. We had a guest earlier on this morning, Talifani, and he says to us, because of the township market.
I looked at his business.
He looked at his business.
Good business, good guy.
He employs over 500 drivers through his Paza Eats app. And he says, some of the people that are running businesses in the townships right now, because now he's created a platform where people are able to buy through his app, have moved from making 20,000 rands a month to 70,000 rands a month, some to even 200K a month. So I'm just echoing what you're saying, that there is actually a need for us to support the local businesses and the local enterprises.
There's a lot of money.
There's a lot of money. Hey. So I'm going to open it up to the floor.